Another wallop of severe weather in western Washington, from one extreme to another on this Wednesday morning. Looking live to the right at Snoqualmie Pass. Overnight, we saw winds of more than 100 miles per hour in some places in the Cascades. In the lowlands, we're tracking trees on homes, widespread power outages, and school closures. As the flood situation on several local rivers is nowhere near stabilized this morning, we need a break, and Mother Nature is just not providing one just yet.
New video, pictures, and weather alerts pouring in this morning on X. Some of the most dramatic are those National Weather Service reports of wind speeds: 112 at Alpental, 99 at White Pass. Incredible, and a sign we are nowhere near this bout of severe weather in western Washington.
Lots to get to on your Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us here on ARC Seattle on the CW. I'm Steve McCarran.
And I'm Tyra Majors. Due to another destructive storm moving in overnight, we're going to be staying here on KOMO on ARC CW through 10 a.m. We'll get back to our crews in the field in a moment. But first, meteorologist George Waldenberger here to walk us through what happens next, George.
It depends on your location. In the lowlands, things will get better through the day, but in the mountains, conditions are deteriorating with our blizzard warning. Here's what's up. The Snoqualmie Pass is the only pass open right now because White Pass has been closed due to trees on the highway. And from this perspective, you can see snow on the highway as well. As we know, Highway 2 will be closed over Stevens Pass for months, and State Road 20, that pass is closed for the season. And there's our blizzard warning through noon as we have 1-2 feet of mountain snow or more. It is still raining in the South Sound into southwest Washington. Many Seattle neighborhoods are drying out. We'll have a few brief showers, especially southwest of Seattle today, and the mountain snows are only getting started. So coming up, I'll use Futurecast. We'll time out the mountain snows accumulating, the rain returning to the lowlands tomorrow, and what to expect this weekend.
Thanks, George. Let's get a look out at your drive. This is the reason for the closure on the Valley Freeway. You can see all that water there flooded, covering the northbound side of the freeway. You can see the sandbags in place. Once again, this is in Auburn, not too far away from the South 269th Street exit. The sandbags just not doing what they should this morning. Crews still need to move all that water out of the road to make sure those lanes can reopen. Out in Clinton, really quickly, SR 525 closed in both directions near the ferry terminal and Deer Lake Road. This is due to down trees there, toppled over in the roadway. In about 10 minutes, I'll bring you a look at drive times and some more cameras.
Winds have been one of the major issues this morning. Some of the most dramatic winds we've seen happened in portions of the Cascades.
Gust over 100 miles per hour up at Alpental. Let's get right out to KOMO's Theron Zahn. He's been up at Snoqualmie Pass all morning. Theron, what's happening now where you are?
Well, I got to tell you, it has been very windy. Some gusts of raking through here, almost knocking us over at times. We're getting a little bit of a lull right now, but all the snow you see behind me is actually new within the last couple hours. Very dark and windy, though. The power is out for most people up here at the pass. In fact, the generators have been going at the ski area and other places. Those are the only people who actually have any power. A blizzard warning is up for the Cascades, and I can tell you the rain has definitely turned over to snow. The National Weather Service says so far this morning, there have been gusts at 112 miles an hour at Alpental, 82 miles an hour at the lower level of Snoqualmie Pass, and 99 miles an hour at White Pass. This blizzard warning is in effect until noon, as the snow is expected to really pick up as this morning goes on. We expect 10 to 15 inches at Snoqualmie Pass by the end of the day, 15 to 20 inches at Stevens Pass. And as you know, Stevens Pass is closed due to flood damage. And we also learned this morning that White Pass is closed because of trees down. This is what the governor had to say about when Stevens could be back open.
Highway 2 will be closed for months. It's premature to estimate exactly how long that will be, but that is obviously a major highway. We understand the implications to business and individuals and human lives on not having that highway available for an extended period of time. We're going to do everything we possibly can to repair it as quickly as possible, but literally underwater in stages. There's major issues on that roadway, on that highway.
Well, if you need to get across the Cascades, you can only take I-90. White Pass again closed this morning due to those trees down, heavy winds overnight. A blizzard warning up, and so you're going to want to possibly reschedule that trip across I-90, even though it's your only route, because we expect the winds to be very strong today. We're getting a little bit of a lull right now, but not going to let our guard down.
All right, Theron, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely postpone those travels if it is not safe for you. Thank you.
All right, from Live Desk at 7:05 now, and I want to show you this new photo that just came in from WashDOT Tacoma. And this shows one of the issues that they're dealing with in Mason County this morning. So this is on Highway 101 near Hoodsport in Mason County. That remains closed until further notice because of a slide here. You can see all this debris that's scattered across at least one full lane, part of the shoulder as well, and some remnants here on the left-hand side of that. WashDOT saying that an engineering geologist will check out the hillside to help determine next steps. No alternate routes in that particular area of Mason County, so an issue that they're dealing with on Highway 101 this morning. The number of school closures and delays just continues to mount this morning, and this is a look at some of them this morning. We just got word moments ago that the Clover Park School District is now closed this morning. That was a 2-hour delay. It's now been closed. We just got that update while Theron was talking, but we started with just one school closure or delay at 4:30 this morning. You can see how long this list has grown. If you want to check out this full list, I think we have the CG there. There it is. You can use your smartphone's camera to scan that QR code on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. The link that pops up, that's going to take you directly to our website at KOMOnews.com, where you can check out that full and changing list. We also want to talk about the power situation because that is impacting quite a number of school districts in our region right now. Some of those buildings just don't have any power at all. And obviously that makes it very tough to teach the kids. So hundreds of thousands of people in the dark across the region because of that severe weather that we're dealing with this morning. Here's a look at the latest numbers for parts of western and central Washington this morning. Puget Sound Energy has 142,000 customers in the dark. That's pretty much where it's hovered for most of the morning. Snoqualmie PUD has 51,000 customers in the dark. Tacoma Public Utilities, 17,000, just 8 customers for Seattle City Light in the dark. And Chelan PUD has 130 customers in the dark right now.
A lot of people without lights right now.
Yeah.
Another big issue right now, high winds sending trees onto homes.
So here's what reporter Natalie Fomley told us in the last half hour from Tacoma once she arrived on the scene of a massive tree that fell onto a home there.
Yeah, like you said, I'm in Tacoma right now, really at what's a sad scene this morning of a tree that's fallen onto this house. I'll step out so you can see what I'm seeing this morning. Looks like it fell on the front end of that house. It's just one of several trees that we've seen down this morning. Really big trees, too. Gives you an idea of how powerful these winds are, especially with the wet soil. It really creates a greater threat of things like this happening. According to the National Weather Service, there are wind gusts as high as 112 miles per hour in some parts of western Washington overnight. This is just one of several reports of a tree down this morning. Others on the streets bringing down power lines, apartments, mobile homes as well. Emergency officials have been saying since last week now, the very wet soil from all the rain does cause a greater threat to trees falling and to landslides. If a tree does fall on your home, car, or anything else, best if it is safe to take pictures right away and contact your county or insurance to at least get everything on record. As far as landslides go, if you notice signs of one, like cracks in the road, windows or doors not opening like they used to, or soil moving away from the base of your house or another structure, evacuate right away and call 911. Even if you're not positive, better safe than sorry. Again, winds really still whipping this morning. The combination of the high winds with the wet soil creates a greater threat for trees like this one here to fall on this house. Again, taking a live look here at this house here in Tacoma. Just one of the latest trees that have fallen down that we've seen this morning again. And these are not small trees. These are not branches. These are really massive trees that the winds and the wet soil combination of are bringing down. Live in Tacoma, I'm Natalie Fomley, KOMO News.
Yeah, dramatic scene there, Natalie. Thank you so much. The rush is on to repair the barrier as officials in Pacific say they're anticipating increased flows in the coming days. The sandbags stacked along the White River are meant to plug the break in the levee where emergency management says a barrier failed. The mayor says the game plan is to stop the damage, repair the wall, and repair future barriers for expected increased water flows over the coming days based on the forecast and ongoing needs to release water from the Mud Mountain Dam. Yesterday morning, a total of 220 homes were evacuated.
Meanwhile, hundreds of people in Auburn remain under evacuation orders this morning as water levels continue to rise along the Green River. A level 3, meaning go now evacuation, is in place for areas southeast of 277th and B Streets, forcing many families from their homes with no clear timeline of return. Level 2, meaning get set warnings, also in place for the surrounding neighborhoods. Right now, dozens of people are staying in Red Cross shelters as crew monitor the flooding and assess damage in those low-lying neighborhoods.
In Skagit County, emergency crews and the National Guard are on high alert as the Skagit River is expected to reach a major flood stage. Right now, crews are going door to door in flood-prone areas of Concrete, urging residents to pack go bags and be ready to evacuate at a moment's notice. Saturated hillsides, relentless rain, and potential dam releases are raising concerns about flooding and landslides across the North Cascades.
Let's bring in George once again. We have so many issues that we're dealing with this morning. Obviously, saturated ground. We have landslides, snow starting to hit the Cascades, power outages, flooding, all of it. What's to come? Wind.
Okay, so there is some good news here. In the lowland cities around Seattle, the rain has let up. Conditions will actually ease into the afternoon. It's in the mountains that the snow is just going to create more issues through the day. That's where the blizzard warning is in effect, right?
Yeah.
And a little bit of good news. You were talking about Concrete. We may get lucky and have only moderate flooding. We don't want any, but we're looking at some of the latest forecasts, and those may not reach major flood stage in Concrete, but we'll keep you updated on that. Meanwhile, overnight, look at the winds approaching 60 miles per hour in Hoquiam and in Tacoma, in Renton, in Seattle, and Port Angeles. They were more than 50 miles per hour overnight. Either way, the wind alerts have been extended through 10 a.m. because it's still windy. And overnight on Whidbey Island, the winds over 70 miles per hour. And just look at this crazy wind report from Alpental, 112 miles per hour as the cold front rolled through and a surge of strong wind. Seattle up toward North Mount Vernon. Not a lot of rain, but some showers here. Everett over toward Port Angeles, South Sound into southwest Washington. The rain around Seattle will be spotty today with more dry periods of time than wet. A little wetter, though, South Sound into southwest Washington, and the mountain snows are just picking up. Those snow levels are creeping down toward 2,000 feet later today, and it's snowing at Snoqualmie Pass. All right, quick update to Pacific, which yesterday had the flash flood warning. This is a plain old flood warning right now through 10 a.m. We'll see if it gets extended because of the ongoing flooding there because of the HESCO failure. Skycomish River, Gold Bar expecting moderate flooding this morning to crest, and then river level should come down. Either way, we are expecting the winds to gradually ease for the afternoon and tonight, but they will pick back up tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon and night. We do get some sun around Seattle today, but it will greet you with cold air and a few intermittent showers. The best chance for brief showers today off and on, South Sound, southwest Washington to the coast. And we keep that mountain snow in the forecast through the day today.